Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Monday, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Want to talk to you guys about a few downloads. I want to tie in different ways that the enemy is attacking the chosen ones right now. The importance of tunnel vision and staying tapped in. Also, strategy, certain things that can be holding up your breakthrough. Let's see where it goes. So here's the thing. Chosen ones, we're spiritually sensitive. So you know that there's a time where God have made you promises, but then there's still not a release because you know and you feel it in your spirit that there are certain things that you have not accomplished yet. Maybe God gave you certain instructions and God says this must be done before this, that, and the third. So there's a hold up, but you know it's either because of your own actions, maybe something that you're refusing to give up or put down. But then there's times where the release is here and you feel like you've done everything. Now, you're not perfect, right? You ain't did everything. But you've done enough where it's like, okay, you've passed the test. God says, job well done. It's due season. But then there's a holdup. There's a block. It's not you. You feel it in the spiritual realm. The enemy is attacking the chosen ones in different ways right now. A few of those ways is he could be attacking you through your dreams. Guys, if because two of you guys emailed me in regard to the dream things. Guys, you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to discipline yourself. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to rebuke certain things. Unless if it's not, I know two of you guys said you're having like crazy dreams. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to rebuke that stuff in the spiritual realm. Listen, this spiritual realm is real. Right? You got some evil, crazy folks out here, right? And God will show you. He'll show you certain things. He'll show you where it's coming from, but you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to rebuke that stuff instead of strolling on the phone 3 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of people right now are getting woken up 3 and 4 o'clock, right? For different reasons. For some people, he's attacking your finances. For some people, it's your confidence. He's going to always attack your confidence because in order to be used in purpose and calling, right? In order to be used the way God wants to use you, you have to be confident, right? I mean, we're human beings, so it's not like we're walking around here confident 24/7, but at your core, you have to be confident. This is why the enemy attacked many of the chosen ones in childhood. He's trying to shake that foundation early on. And he has for some people. Some people still are kind of hiding behind the curtains because their confidence has been shooken in childhood, let it be through bullying, narcissistic parents or narcissistic siblings, maybe heartbreak, things like that. He's shooken that confidence and you still are kind of hiding behind the curtain. In order for God to use us, you have to be truly, authentically yourself, zero apologies, period. He's attacking relationships. Now, granted, truly, there are relationships that are falling off that must fall off. I was going to make a record. Actually, I was going to tie that topic in with this, but I'm going to probably make a separate recording on this. The importance of allowing relationships to fall off that no longer serve you. How to not feel guilty because other people are basically fighting against you trying to help them, so they're pulling you in, right? You're trying to throw them the life jacket, but they're drowning you. Like, listen, some of these relationships you got to just let fall off. But then he's also, if you're not careful, he's also attacking destiny relationships. He's dropping confusion. He's putting things in certain people's head. Like he's attacking it. This is why you got to stay tapped in, right? You got to stay tapped in because God will show you. Okay. He's attacking other people, let it be through their work, right? It could be your boss stressing you out or your employees stressing you out. It's a lot of confusion. He's attacking you. Your job don't even look secure for some people. The narcs are narking, right? This could be for the people who they just can't remove the narcissist. Maybe you got children with them. For whatever reason, you're still tied to them, right? My heart bleeds for people who have children with narcissists. Oh my goodness, because it's like you're almost forever tied. So he's attacking people in different ways. This is why it's important to stay tapped in. When you stay tapped in, God will literally give you insight, wisdom, and strategy. You can't hear when we're distracted. So all those things that we spoke about, right? Relationships, narcissists, dreams, all that stuff keep you distracted, especially if it's a narcissist, because what do narcissists do? Narcissists lie, they manipulate, they turn your words against you. Now your mind is all over the place. You're all stressed out. You're trying to ponder. You're all over the place, honey. It's just a zoo, a whole zoo, right? So when we're tapped in a tunnel vision, you can hear God clearly. He may give you instructions like, listen, no matter what the disagreement was about, don't worry about it right now. That'll be sorted out later. Right now, release that and focus on what I'm telling you. Tunnel vision can look like, I need you to fast a certain kind of way. Tunnel vision can look like, I need you in complete isolation. Many chosen people are in complete isolation right now. Complete isolation right now. And many times it's because God can only give you what you need. And in order God can only give you instructions that you need to hear. And the only way for you to hear it is you have to be in solitude. This is why the chosen ones are often in solitude. Now, of course, some people fight against it because for whatever reason, but most chosen people are going to be called to solitude in many, many seasons. Because before each shift, there are intricate details, insights, wisdom that you must gain. Like now, if the release is here and you know there's something spiritually blocking it, oh, he's shown you what it is. So it's not that you don't know. The issue is a lot of people, I want to choose my words very carefully here. Religion have really handicapped and crippled a lot of people with the mindset of just pray. Just pray and wait on the Lord. Please, by all means, pray and wait on God. That's true. But honey, when it comes to certain blessings, especially blessings that are next level, blessings that are going to bless even more people, blessings that God is going to use you even more. Do you think the enemy is just going to let that happen? For some blessings, you're going to have to fight. And that fight can look like a number of things. Examples would be prayer, fasting, warfare, discipline. You're going to have to go through some fire. But that pray and just sit and don't get it twisted. Now there are certain times, this is the whole point of staying tapped in, because you'll know, right? There's times where you have to pray and just sit, because truth of the matter is some people are, many chosen people are either currently or just came out of a season of stillness because God was working on the other side, right? There are things that we just couldn't do. We couldn't handle it. There's nothing we could have done. So just sit here, right? Let me go over there and handle everything. Let me remove people, remove things, I'm doing all that. You just sit here. Don't get your hands caught up in don't get mixed up with no counterfeits. Just sit your behind here. Don't touch nothing. Be quiet. Watch the walls. Listen, sometimes my instructions look like that. Seriously, honey, because I go get mixed up, go get my hand I gotta be doing something, right? Because I'm always busy, so it's hard not to be busy. But sometimes you will literally have instructions to sit down. Right? So let's not get that twisted. Yes, that can be out. So I'm speaking specifically now about the releases here. You feel it spiritually. God have told you, job well done. You feel your current season has ended. I mean, you're still there, but you feel it. So now you're just waiting. Now, for some, that shift can happen overnight, literally. I've had that happen before. And literally overnight. You go from night to day, literally overnight. You go from how in the world am I going to do this? And boom, overnight. You accelerate it 5 levels. Okay. But there's some, your current season has ended. You've received the job well done. You may have even received, you ain't did everything I tell you to do, but okay, I'm going to let you slide, right? You ain't got 100. You got about a B plus. But I'm going to go ahead and let you pass to the next level. But then spiritually, you feel held up. He will reveal to you what it is. Is it witchcraft? Is it something you're doing? Something you first, never mind. That's a whole nother recording for a different day, right? Please don't get it twisted. Things can be held up in the spiritual realm, especially when you spoke on something that God told you clearly not to speak on. Because some of the blessings that we are currently waiting on are blessings that God gave you downloads about a long time ago. And many of us, our instructions were to not tell one soul. In fact, the instructions were, you will know when you are to speak on it. Now, that can look like after the blessing has manifested, or that can look like once you reached a certain level of waiting and warring. Now you can go to get wise counsel, but go specifically to this one person. Don't you speak to another soul about it. Right? Those can all look like different instructions that we were given, but some people went and spoke on it. Some people may have fallen in love with the counterfeit. Now you pillow talking with the whole counterfeit. Some people went to a quote unquote a bestie, asking for them to pray for this blessing, and the whole time the person is holding your hand, praying against the very blessing. So please don't get it twisted. There's a lot of things we can do that will have things that has our blessings tied up and on hold. For some people, it's generational curses. Some people call it generational norms, generational conditionings, just get in where you fit in. But again, this is the whole point of staying tapped in tunnel vision. When you are tapped in, God, again, will show you. This right here is a distraction. Release that person. It may just be for a season, but you got to release them. They're distracting you. In fact, release everybody right now. You will know the one or the two, or you will know who I need you to stay connected with right now, which are going to be part of your soul tribe. Because it's somehow tied, and with the soul tribes, it's tied in. Right? Somebody is the prayer warrior. Someone's the this, that, and the third. Somebody is going to be tied in. But like just that extra stuff. That's why these counterfeits have fallen off. Right? Relationships that are toxic has fallen off. Anything that has pulled at your mind, that's causing you stress, that's causing your mind to be all over the place not with exception, having your mind to be tied up all over the place and not specifically on your instructions, God has removed it. Many chosen people are in complete isolation right now. Complete isolation right now. It's the only way you're going to hear. We're distracted with cell phones, with TVs, with people. Oh my God. We're too distracted. We're too distracted. So we got to get disciplined and we got to get tunnel vision. What are your instructions? Did God tell you to fast a certain kind of way? He may say go on a food fast. Fine. He may tell you fast against social media, because that may be your distraction. He may say fast against that person. Someone asked me, what does it mean, or what does it look like to fast against a person? I mean, I think it's, but he'll give you your instructions. That may mean fast. The same way you fast against food you can't eat. Well, you just listen. Just straight cut off season. Obedience over emotions. He knows something that you don't know. You're trying to help the person. You're trying to give them the life jacket. They're drowning you. They're trying to drown you with them. That's not alignment. Anybody that's in your circle right now that he hasn't removed, I can guarantee you these people are tapped in. These are other chosen people who are climbing levels. They're disciplined and they're in their own alignment for their own lives. Be careful. I think I said this earlier. Be careful right here too, because the same way he's removing relationships that no longer serve you or may no longer serve you in this season until you can get past this shift. Maybe once you get past this shift, he'll bring other people back in. He just had to remove them currently because they're distracting you. But be very careful, because he's also attacking the God-ordained relationships, causing confusion, causing strife. And these are the very people that you're going to need in this season, because it is all tied in, right? So the shift will happen. So because the enemy knows that, he's going to cause confusion in that camp. And you will know the difference. You will know the difference between God removing a person because the person just, right? Versus a person who you're in alignment with, and he's causing strife or confusion, downloading things into people. Like you got to just stay spiritually tapped in, because he will reveal it to you. Once he reveals it to you, he'll give you a certain instruction to do. Strategic. But those of you who are dealing with generational curses and norms, as chosen people, you're called to break generational curses. Now, that can look like a number of things. God will give you your strategic instruction. That can look like, for an example, a man whose father, all the men in the family, every last one of them had outside children. I mean, all of them. But then when the man answered the call, he may have been on that path. He may have had 25 different women, right? But when he answered the call, God made it clear to him that he would have to do things differently. Like, I don't care what you got to do to discipline yourself. You better get in counseling. You better I don't care what you got to do. Therapy, fasting, whatever. I'm going to give you some grace in strategic ways to help you, but you're going to have to follow the instructions. But you yourself, in order to break this cycle, because you answered the call, in order to break this cycle, you cannot do it that way. You have to do it the complete opposite. And it may be the most challenging thing in his life because it's all he's ever seen. So this is why many chosen people get pulled apart, right? You get sent someplace completely different to heal and to grow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because it's hard to heal in the very environment that's traumatized you. or condition you. So he put the work in, as difficult as it is. He's not a faithful husband. He don't have outside children. Was it hard? Absolutely, I'm sure. But he broke the cycle. But because now God can trust him, God can even elevate him even further, which there's a great chance that his ministry or the way he helped other people will be somehow tied to the way that he break that cycle. Now, of course, there's tons of ways, right, that we're called to break generational curses. But a lot of the times, what's coming to my spirit now, there are things that has happened. There's altars that have been made that we have no clue. Because it could have been so long ago. But if you're tapped in, God have already shown you certain things. He's shown you who, what, when, and where, how to war against it, how to make sure you dismantle that. Like, there's a lot of instructions. But it's crazy how people can be tied up in the spiritual realm because of certain things their ancestors did or did not do, etc., and don't know it. As a chosen person, God will reveal it to you. When just revealing it is not enough. He'll give you instructions. You must follow the instructions. Again, this is why prayer is not enough at times. There's actions, there's instructions behind it. If it's witchcraft, listen, do you know the power you carry? You can play with some, listen. Get down, please. If it's witchcraft, do you know the power you carry? He'll reveal it to you. He'll show you what to do, how to rebuke, who to rebuke, etc., etc. But please, right, understand that spiritual realm does have they got some power. They just can't touch you, period. I bind you up in the name of Jesus. Find somebody else to play with. Find somebody else to play with. My friends, if anybody have told you that answering the call as a chosen one, reaching certain levels, and we have many more levels to go, don't get it twisted, right? That is easy. They lied to you and they lied in your face. Would you get down? Listen, there are certain blessings that God will like just release to us, and it just honestly just kind of falls in our lap. It just finds us. That's true. But there are certain blessings. Listen, honey, I'm having a flashback thinking about certain things, right? Certain blessings that I know God said was mine. But when I tell you, and you guys know from your own life, the fight, the struggle, the warfare, the intensity that you had to really go through for those blessings to come through. This is why a lot of people are not or will not make it, because again, religion has lied and handicapped and crippled people to thinking like you can just pray and that's that. No, honey, it's war. You're going to have to go to war. You're going to have to fight for certain blessings. You get knocked down, you get back up. Knocked down, now you're crawling. Knock back down while you're crawling. Now you're on one knee. That's all right. Get your Bengay. Let's go. It's literally a fight. And sometimes that fight just means standing, right? Again, this is all why we got to stay tapped in, because we all have different directions and different instructions. Sometimes it's truly just standing, meaning no matter what comes against you, I don't care what it is. I don't care how hot that fire is. You just stand. Don't you give up. Just stand. Don't you give in. Just stand. So there's different instructions, right? But at the end of the day, we're going to have to fight. So I just want to encourage you guys. If you truly know, right? You're spiritually sensitive, so you do. If you know that your current season has come to an end, you know that you've done everything or enough, God will make it clear to you, like, listen, you still ain't did that one thing. You're holding yourself up, right? He'll make it clear to you if it's something that you've done or not have done. He will make it clear to you that, okay, the release is now go. When you feel, okay, the release is now go, literally, he's telling you to go, and there's a block, there's something in the spiritual realm that you're going to have to war against. I encourage you to get disciplined, remove every single thing and every single person who's pulling at your mind. Your mind have to be completely stress-free. You have to be in solitude, in isolation, discipline to hear your instructions. If it's fast, please fast. Again, whatever kind of fast. If it's war against that generational curse that he's shown you in the spiritual realm, that your great grandfather, uncle on your brother's side, second cousin, baby daddy, auntie did some, please repent for those folks. Right? Just follow your instructions. He'll give you the instructions. This just popping up, so this got to be for somebody. Please remove that person. Listen. You can plead. I don't even know why this popped up. This got to be for somebody, because I wasn't even thinking about this. You can plead with God all you want to change that person and make him or her godly, to make them fit into your destiny. All for the sake of love. And God have been clear and told you to let it go. For whatever reason, for however long, if you refuse to, honey, that's the holdup. That's the holdup. Listen, you got to get yourself to the point where, listen, let me tell you something. You will reach a certain level where you will know with no questions that if God is asking you to remove or cut a person off, that is something he knows that you don't know. You will get to the point where you remove your own daddy if God tells you to remove them. There is no person on the face of this earth who should have that kind of power. First of all, you're making them an idol. First of all, if God have said remove them, and you, right, but they should not have that kind of power to keep you from the very blessings that you prayed for or that you deserve. Honey, I don't care if my nose is wide open. If God says you got to go for whatever reason, and sometimes you don't even need a reason. If God says you remove them folks out your life, it's obedience over emotions. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.